嗨，大家好，我是 Tom。最近刚跟 Natalie 老师录完有关文化冲击 culture shock 的视讯对话，结果就发生了意大利的事情。台湾的旅客好几个人点了3个披萨，然后老板就在那边录影，说什么给我滚回去啊，怎样怎样之类的。看完我只能说，好不予置评。真的太巧了哈！我们在影片里还讲到说什么不同文化要彼此包容之类的不过说真的啦，出国嘛，什么事都可能会发生。那当然种族歧视难免，但是我们当然尽量不要去往坏的地方想。文化的差异造成的误会或是一些让人很困惑的地方都难免会有这个都是如果我们想到国外去旅游或甚至生活难免都会面对的一些挑战。我自己在欧洲住的那几年其实也发生了蛮多事情所以尽量就是放宽心啦，不要想太多既然出门了就尽量多包容，然后多多看一些不一样的东西不过如果真的很不舒服还是可以适当的反映出来，但是大家要注意安全好，那这是上礼拜打给 Natalie 老师聊到的文化冲击的话题的一部分，先剪出来给大家分享那这次我们聊了很久，总共聊了1个多小时，所以我会剪出一些比较有重点的部分来分享给大家那一样对话都是全英文给大家当听力练习。那影片下面说明栏一样有中英逐字稿，给大家下载来边听边练习。好。
Cultural diversity, that's such a complicated topic, issue, whatever. Actually, I think I consider myself to be quite open-minded. Yeah, so when I was planning to go to Europe, I thought that I should be fine, I'm quite open-minded, should be cool with everything. But when I was there was a moment, like there was a period of time, I felt like it's this cultural diversity, this kind of like a mutual understanding thing sort of didn't work out, That's like, I never expected that the differences between cultures can be so so large. Yeah, so people from different cultural backgrounds, they might have different perspectives of like different things, and they might see things in different ways. For example, they might have different definitions for things like politeness.
Right. The definition of what is polite and what is impolite is very different cross-culturally, for sure.
Yeah. Like because of Asian culture, people are quite subtle, they're quite indirect. Yeah, but when I was in the Netherlands and in the culture that was quite direct.
Yeah.
It can be seen as quite blunt.
Yes.
From Asian perspective.
Like I told you this expression before that, in England we beat round the bush. That's a nice thing. So they don't beat round the bush in Germany, that's for sure.
Yeah, they just in your face go like this.
Yeah. Well, it's here. I'm not going to pretend it's not there, right? It's
yeah.
Different culture.
But it's good. It's good. Like I never thought that people could actually argue or even get angry at each other, but at the end of the day, like that didn't kind of harm the relationships. Discussions are discussions. It's about things, it's nothing personal. Like in Asia, this concept like this, it doesn't exist. It doesn't fly around here. It doesn't exist.
Right. So debating topics in a calm and respectful manner, it's not really something that you guys do very often.
I can do it, but I would say that can be quite risky. Yeah, I think for people here, they might think it's quite rude, or they might be sad if you show that kind of attitude, like straightforward, or even a little bit like strong.
Yeah,
they might see that kind of attitude or that kind of debate as some kind of hostility, let's say.
Definitely. Yeah, I think it's very much ingrained in a lot of cultures to have quite heated debates about things without it being so personal. Of course, you always leave the debate feeling differently about the person. That's not, of course, their opinions do matter in that context. But for example, in some Mediterranean cultures, we're just a little bit more direct. Maybe in Italy, for example, they will be a lot more forthcoming with their opinion, and will just be very open to share, because the culture is a lot more about sharing and transparency. and it doesn't have to have these kind of implications of it being like they just said that, you know. So it's a little bit different. Also, England versus some European Mediterranean cultures will also be different again.
I think they are more okay, like they are more okay to express their emotion, to show their emotions.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would say that was kind of like a culture shock for me. Like people can direct, people can show their emotion in such an honest way, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think whenever you move to a new place, you'll always face some kind of cultural shock. And most of it, of course, it can come in many habits and elements of life, but a lot of it comes in communication. And that's normally where you kind of have the issues that come with cultural shock. For example, if you observe someone doing something that's disconnected to you, let's say you can't believe that, you know, for example, a typical stereotype in Italy is that they only have cappuccino for breakfast. And then they go to other countries, like they're having cappuccino at 6 p.m. That's unacceptable, right? If they observe that in other people, that won't cause any kind of conflict. The problems with culture shocks is the way that we express ourselves and understand other people. And when we have different frames of doing that according to our culture, that's when you can have some issues, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely crucial if you want smooth interaction and integration. I think generally we should respect others' cultures and where they've come from. If we want to live in a multicultural society, which we do, because obviously we benefit from that globalization in terms of like the economy of a country and so on. You need to understand we are all different, we all function differently. If everyone has an openness to understand why people behave in the way that they do, it will make everything a lot smoother. So I do think that this is a very important element in order to have a nicely functioning society.
Yes, I think a mutual understanding can really make the global community better.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
那这就是这次有关文化冲击的内容。不知道大家有没有过文化冲击 culture shock 的经验呢？如果有的话，也可以在下方留言处分享哦。那我们下次再见吧。